Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ray, and yes, you see that right. It is time for another tier list. However, before you click off this video, it's a little different from the ones that you see from a lot of creators. This tier list is not gonna be saying which leader is the best one to pick for the treasure cup. It is not a tier list showing which deck is the best, and it's not even a tier list that shows which card you should use. No, this tier list is specifically focused on the collectability of some of these cards, some of the alt arts in OP-01, so that you can see which one that I think is the cards to own and collect, especially if you have a limited budget. Hopefully there will be a good guideline for you to see which cards from OP-01 to spend your hard-earned money in. As always, I'm just a guy with an eBay account that loves One Piece card games, so I encourage every single one of you guys to make your own tier list downstairs. I will share my template on the description below. Create your own tier list, comment down below which ones do you agree with, which ones do you guys not agree with, and yeah, any feedback is definitely appreciated. So for my tier list, the three primary, I guess, factors that I think about in basing where I rank these cards is: number one, how rare is the card, aka the pull rate in a typical case. Number two, the popularity of the cards. Obviously, characters such as Luffy is gonna be way more popular than someone like Who's Who, so that definitely will affect that ranking. And finally, you know, One Piece card game is still a playable card game with a really cool mechanic. So the last category that I base a lot of these cards on will be their playability. So if a card, even with a really popular character with a really crappy moveset, I will, you know, probably bump them down. Alright, so now without further ado, let's go check out and revisit some of the OP-01 alt arts. Alright, let's go start this tier list strong by looking at the Zoro alt art leader, and this is an easy A. Zoro is an amazing leader that is still relevant in OP-02, and honestly will be probably relevant for a few sets. Definitely relevant in OP-03. So if you are looking to invest in a leader that you know will be relevant today, as well as probably until the end of the year, yeah, Zoro Alter Leader is an easy A for me. Next, Law. So Law is another easy A. Law is a super popular character, even though he's not part of the Straw Hat. I think in the 2021 popularity poll, oh my goodness, I can't speak, Law ended fifth above Nico, Robin, Schwan in the popularity. So you know how popular Law is as a character. I will put him just below Zoro just because of playability. Zoro decks are so popular right now. It probably makes up 20 to 25, even more in a lot of competitive play right now. So yeah, Law, easy A, just under Zoro. Next, we have Luffy. So Luffy will be a B, you know. In terms of rarity, leader alt arts are just under manga cards or manga versions in terms of rarity, and Luffy is one of the most popular characters Actually, Luffy is the most popular character, I believe, in all of the polls in One Piece history. Going all the way back to 1999, Luffy has been number 1. Zoro has been number 2, except for 1 year where Law actually got number 1. But yeah, Luffy is definitely the most popular character, the most popular pirate crew. What bumps him down is just the playability of the Luffy red-green leader. It's super fun, but that's the thing that kind of bumps him down a tier below Zoro in Law. Yeah, I think as a character, the art looks amazing. Character is amazing. Just the playability. And, you know, I can see if you want to bump him to late A, but you know, I think it'll be high B. It won't be surprising if it ends up being the highest tier B. All right, next, talking about more Straw Hats, we have Sanji alt art. This one is definitely a B. Yeah, in terms of popularity, Sanji in the most recent poll, Sanji is number 4, so it's super popular to One Piece fans. It's part of the you know, Straw Hat crew. It has the Straw Hats card type, so if anyone that's a One Piece fan wants to make a Straw Hat deck, you definitely want to include Sanji. The thing that bumps him down, same thing as Luffy, is that it's rare, or it's less rare than an alt art leader, and in terms of playability, it's included in some decks in OP-01, but not necessarily, or definitely less popular now in OP-02 decks. Yeah, Sanji is still a great card, but I think it's just a D. And then next, Nami Schwan with amazing assets. It's definitely gonna be an A headliner of the A tier. Nami is currently sitting as the 3rd most popular character in the 2021 poll, and it's the most popular female character. And yeah, even though the rarity is lower in comparison to the Zoro and Law leader, you can say that there are a couple of details that makes Nami way more popular than these two. So yeah, I believe that Nami character card is the 2nd most expensive card right now in OP-01, and I don't think that will change anytime soon, even if they release more Nami cards. All right, next we have Luffy. Same thing. It's gonna be, yeah, I think it's gonna be less. Yeah, I'll put it above Sanji. It suffers the same critiques that Sanji has. It's way or less rare than the Luffy leader, and the playability is not up to stuff compared to the 2 leaders up here. But you know, Luffy is way more popular than Sanji, so that's why I bump the Luffy character alt art a little bit above Sanji. Next, we have Zoro character. It's definitely an A. If you've been playing any of the OP-02 meta, you know how popular this card is in pretty much 3 of the most popular decks out there. 4 if you want to separate Boatbeard and or I guess still 3, but Strawbeard is, you know, mandatory in that deck. Zoro decks mandatory in those decks, as well as in Law decks. Yeah, this card is just awesome, a nuisance, and it's so powerful for sure. Next we have Odin. I love Odin. I love this card. It's so fun to play in OP-01. I still will put it in the B tier just because of how rare leaders are, even though in OP-02 Odin decks has been replaced by Kinemon decks. Kinemon is just, I feel, a little bit better version of Odin decks. So Odin is still gonna be a B just because leaders are rarer than character cards, and that in terms of popularity, Odin ended up at, where's Odin? Did I miss it? Oh. Odin. Oh wow. Okay, Odin is actually a little bit lower than I thought. Number 24, just above Perona. Well, he's over, or he's ahead of Brook, which is surprising. But yeah, so he's still pretty popular, but not top 10 popular. But yeah, I will put him just in the B tier just because in terms of playability, I feel that he's still not bad. You know, the leader alt arts are still way more rare than character cards, so that's why I put him in the later B tiers for sure. Next, we have Kinemon. Yeah, Kinemon is just gonna be a C, probably even a D. I'll put him in a C tier. Probably lower C tier after all said is done. Let's go see how popular Kinemon is. Kinemon is currently, oh, still going down, still going down. Wow, okay, maybe Kinemon is not that popular. Number 92, nearly out of the 100, and he actually got more popular because the last two polls previously he was 105 and 113, and at 2021 he's number 92. So not that popular. The card doesn't really see any play in future sets. The card art looks cool, and in terms of value, yeah, I'll probably put him D. Yeah. All right, next we have Law. So Law is super popular, not as popular as Luffy, but way more playable than the Luffy, either the leader or the character card. So I will put him in late A tier for sure. It's yeah, Law is being used right now for Kinemon decks as well as Law decks, and as I told before, Law is currently number 2. Nope, Law is number 5 in popularity poll, and the only character ever to dethrone Zoro as a number, or the second most popular character in One Piece. So yeah, you gotta put respect in Law's name, and this card belongs in A tier. Next we have Neko. So Neko's actually gonna be late B. It's definitely more popular just because of it's a box topper. However, playability wise, it's actually really good. In terms of popularity, I don't think it's gonna be super popular. Let's see, Neko Mumushi. Let's go find, yeah, Neko. Neko is 101, just above Penguin and just above Kuro. Cool. So yeah, oof. B, maybe C. I'll put C. It's not that rare. It's very playable, and it's not that popular. Next we have Kid. I will put Kid right here. It sees some play so that makes it pretty good. But in terms of rarity, it's definitely less rare than a leader. And in terms of popularity, Kid is number 23, so he's pretty popular. So I'll put him here at late B tier, behind the Straw Hats. And yeah, it's definitely, this card definitely doesn't belong in the A tier. Next, we have Doflamingo, leader alt art. It's definitely gonna be a B. Maybe a late A. No, okay, I'll put it in a B. It definitely is a lot more playable than the Luffy leader alt art. But, you know, aside from that, Luffy is just way more popular of a character. Doflamingo is pretty popular at number 20. However, if you are caught up on the manga, on the latest chapters, you know, Doflamingo hasn't really been mentioned in a long time. So maybe his popularity is just gonna keep going lower and lower, while Sanji and Luffy will just, they're just so popular. They're the Straw Hats, you know? All right, next we have Kaido, probably a C. Honestly, the only reason why Kaido is a C is, or even, you know, high C, is that it's a leader alt art. So you are only guaranteed 4 per case. So it's pretty hard to pull any leader alt art in a box. So that makes it pretty rare. However, playability wise, it's definitely less than Doflamingo and probably less than Odin. I haven't really seen any Kaido decks in OP-01, and definitely not that many, or if at all, in OP-02. So definitely C tier in terms of popularity. Kaido is... oh. Looks like Kaido is number 65. Wow. Poor Yonko. Just got defeated and then got ousted. Number 65, so shows that it's not even that popular. Now compared to that with Crocodile, I will put him in the mid B tier, just under Doflamingo. In terms of popularity, Crocodile is number 17, just underneath Chopper, so that makes him super popular. And if you are caught up to the manga, you know that Crocodile will pop off soon, so he's definitely still relevant to the story. And in terms of rarity, it's an alt art leader, so it's very rare. And in terms of playability, it's definitely just under Doflamingo, but definitely way more than Odin, and especially in OP-02, Odin and Kaido. Right, next we have Crocodile alt art. I'll put it at C tier. Crocodile is super popular, way more than Kaido, but because Kaido leader is a lot rarer, I'll definitely put it underneath Kaido leader alt art. In terms of playability, Crocodile's not really played, I don't think so, in any Ivankov decks. Maybe some Doflamingo, but I don't really see Crocodile being used in any future decks unless something changes. So I'll put him in a C tier. Next we have Mihawk. Mihawk is interesting because Mihawk, see how popular Mihawk is. Mihawk is number 30. It's actually a lot lower than I thought. He actually got lower and lower in popularity. The highest he got was actually number 8, and he's down to all the way to number 30. So he's actually not that popular than I thought. I will probably put him just above Crocoboy. Same thing, it's just a character card. Playability, it's definitely way more playable than Crocodile, so I'll put him above him, but definitely not as popular as Kid, and definitely less play than him, so I'll put him in C tier. Next, we have Boa Hancock. Yeah, definitely A tier. I don't know how low in the A tier that I will put Boa. In terms of popular, Boa is very popular as Luffy's waifu. You know, everyone loves Boa, so she's definitely super popular. The artwork is gorgeous. Her price is holding pretty well. The only knock is that it's definitely less rare than the character cards, and that playability wise is definitely less than Law, so I'll definitely put her in the back of A tier. It's a nice comparison looking at Luffy or Nami compared to Boa, because Nami way more popular, way more playable, and yeah, I think that's the biggest reason, major difference in prices between those two. Alright, next we have King. I love King. Unfortunately, the character kindly got done dirty. I'll put him in the C tier. So, because of this one's the leader alt art, so it's definitely way more rare than the character cards. However, playability wise, it's pretty much a meme. Unfortunately, no one really plays King. Hopefully they make character or Rush Purple a thing, because that'd be cool. But right now, it's definitely a C. And next, we have Ulti. I love Ulti's artwork. Definitely, actually, let's go look at, before we move on, let's go look at King. How popular is King? King is number 116, so yeah, it's not even that popular. Alright, next we have Ulti. Ulti is number 56. Wow, way more popular than King. It's not really, it's definitely less playable than Crocodile or Mihawk, but I think she's more popular than Crocodile. Actually, no, she's not, so I'll definitely put her in late C tier. Actually, I'll probably put her in D. No, I'll put her in C tier, late C, just because of the waifu factor. Can't ignore that. So I'll definitely put her in C tier, away from D tier Kinemon here. Kaido. So Kaido is not that popular, and the card is definitely less popular than the leader, but playability wise, if you play any purple decks, you know, Kaido is definitely viable in any purple deck that you run. So I kind of want to put it in a B tier, but I think I will put him in the C tier, just behind the leader. Next we have King. I love the artwork of King. Unfortunately, it's less rare than the leader, so it's definitely less popular than that, and it's actually a lot more playable than Mihawk. So yeah, so I think King, actually, yeah, so I'll put King just behind the leader, because playability wise is definitely above Crocodile, Mihawk, and Ulti. Next we have Queen. Unfortunately, this is not the starter deck Queen, or that will be a lot higher. Queen is definitely gonna be pretty much close to D tier. Actually, it's gonna be D tier. Now, do we want it above or below Kinemon? I think below. Let's see how popular Queen is. Even with the most recent anime, that fight was amazing. Sanji versus Queen. So I don't know if that will help his popularity, but It's definitely in the D tier. It's not really playable as a card in a lot of purple decks. So not popular, not that rare, and not that playable. So D tier. And Jack, same deal. Which was more popular? Let's see, Jack. Jack is less popular, so I'll put in below Queen. Yeah. So it looks like a bunch of the Beast Pirate crew. The headliners are D. They're taking the L's as part of the D squad. Alright, next, the main chase, the big kahuna. Obviously, there's only one S tier in this set. Honestly, Nami was creeping into the S tier, but I decided to keep her in the top of A tier because in terms of value, in terms of rarity, in terms of popularity, let's see, popularity, Shanks. Shanks is number 12, so Shanks is pretty popular. It's the rarest card in the set. On average, I've heard it's about 2.5 cases per manga Shanks or per any manga card. So definitely the rarest card, a popular character. In terms of playability, it used to be very playable in OP-01. However, Shanks basically got upgraded to the Whitebeard SR, and any Zoro or Whitebeard decks use that instead of this one. Regardless, still A tier or S tier, easy S tier. Yeah. Next, we have the Shanks regular alt art. I think I will put him on B tier. I think I'll put him, yeah, I'll put him right here. So it's very popular character, still behind the Straw Hats, so I can put him above or with these guys. And in terms of rarity, it's definitely not as rare as these leaders, so I will need to put Shanks alt art in the bottom end of B tier. I haven't included the secret rare, and that will probably be closer to the C tier, somewhere around here, probably after Kaido here. In terms of collectability, maybe even lower, but yeah, the Shanks alt art is definitely the end of my B tier. Next, my favorite card of the set, we have Yamato alt art. I would love to put Yamato in the A tier. Unfortunately, we will need to put Yamato probably in the middle of the B tier. Yeah, in terms of rarity, it's definitely less popular than the leaders. In terms of a character, Yamato is very popular, being number 11 in the 2021 popularity rankings, which is good. However, playability wise, it's definitely, it's used in some Kinemon decks, but it's more a tech option rather than a necessary one. So as much as I love this card, I will put it in the mid of the B tier. Next, we have the Yamato regular secret rare. It's gonna be here. Probably, actually, it's probably gonna be closer here. Probably closer here. Very popular character. The secret rare is definitely less, or yeah, less rare than a character alt art, just because you are guaranteed 7 to 8 secret rares in a case, and there's only 2 options, so more than likely you will get 3 or 4 Yamato or Shanks secret rare in a case. So definitely less rare than the King alt art, and I feel that King, even though as a character it's less popular than Yamato, it's a lot more playable, you know? So, right, next we have Perona. Love Perona. I will put her on the... there you go. The back of the C tier. Definitely, actually probably here. In terms of behind Nekomamushi, just because of playability. Perona, I think, got replaced by Buggy in a lot of blue decks. Especially since a lot of the most popular blue decks out there are Ivankov based. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, in terms of character popularity, Perona is number 25, so it's actually a lot more popular, just underneath Odin and just above Brook. Wow, even above Frankie. Surprising. Holy crap. Alright, so I definitely put Perona in the end of the C tier in terms of collectability. Next we have Who's Who. Probably Who's Who's gonna be in the D tier. Not really that playable. I don't think. Yeah, Who's Who is number 209. Holy crap. Just underneath. Wow. He is just behind Klabauterman. Who? Holy crap. Wow. Okay, well, Who's Who is definitely not popular enough to rank anywhere above a D tier, and definitely because of the rarity of the character alt art, it's definitely behind those. And Cavendish is, let's see who's more popular. Wow, Cavendish is number 73, so I will put Cavendish just above Who's Who, right there. Perfect. Not really that playable, but as a character, way more popular than Who's Who. So yeah, so that is... Hello, let me see, save it. I'll save it later. Alright, so that is my collectability tier list for OP-01. As I said before, I will post my template at the description below. So I encourage everyone to do their own tier list, do their own collectability tier list, and compare it to mine. Comment down below which ones you guys agree with. Do you think I should put Nami in the S tier? You know, maybe in like the very back of S tier. Nonetheless, you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you agree, if you disagree, or if you just feel hungry. Alright guys, I probably will do this every single, or after every single set, so you should look forward to my OP-02 set and my thoughts of which alt art cards in each set is the most collectible moving forward. Alright guys, as always, I hope everyone will have an amazing rest of the day, and I hope to see you guys later. I don't know, I don't know why I paused there. Alright, goodbye everyone, peace.